Hi, I'm Nadia Dixon, and I'm the National Director with the Master's Program for Women. I want to encourage and inspire you today. As a child of God, you are made in the image of God, and God is creative. He is a big dreamer, and what he dreams comes to pass. You were part of his imagination before you even got here, and therefore you were born. And every dream starts with a seed, a dream seed. There's a great quote by Bruce Wilkinson, the author of The Dream Giver. He says, "A dreamer is a person who is in motion, whose life is in motion. A dreamer is a person whose life is in motion." Sometimes we can be challenged and obstructed from walking out our dreams when we encounter dream thieves or dream busters. So what happens when we get stalled out? There's a few things that I want to present to you today to think through. The first thing you can do to overcome a dream buster or a dream thief is to get clarity about your dream. Find out if your dream is in alignment with God's dream for you. Does it align with Scripture? When you pray about it, what does God say to you about it? Is it a dream that is bigger than you and requires his participation, his supernatural intervention? That's very telling about whether or not a dream is from God. Who will be free or who will be impacted as a result of you walking out your dream? The second thing you can do after gaining clarity is write it down. Make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2 says to take the vision or the dream, to write it down and make it plain so that those who read it can run with it. This is a really important part of fulfilling a dream. You know, about 8 years ago, my husband and I wanted to buy a new home. This is the home. This is the result of a dream that we wrote down and made plain. Not only that, we had to put together a decision matrix or a dream matrix to find out where we had things in common and where we didn't have things in common. What we did was we put down everything that we wanted and desired and dreamed about, and it was very clear and captured, so that when I went to Canada for a trip to visit my family in April of 2014, my husband was able to purchase our house without me even being present because it was already written down, it was made plain. He purchased the house, put an offer on it. When I came home from Canada, I got to walk through and tour the house my husband purchased. Now, you may say that's risky, but because we made it very plain and we captured everything down on paper, it wasn't risky. So write it down, make it plain. Thirdly, identify your partners or collaborators. These are people that are going to speak life into the dream, and they may even be your spouse or your children. These are people that are going to champion your dream with you, or that are also impacted by the dream. After you've identified your partners and collaborators, capture down any future obstacles. Create a strategy for each one of those so that when it happens, you're not reacting, you're being very proactive and you already have a solution. And then lastly, define your timelines or deadlines so that you can actually execute the dream. And this helps you metric any progress that you're making or not making. With these things in play, your dream won't just be a fantasy, it will become a reality. There's an incredible tool that we use in the Master's Program in Session 4. It's called a Dream Planner. It looks like this. It's where you capture your dream, you make it plain, you even write down the obstacles that you might be faced with or challenged by, and you write down who your collaborators are and what the deadlines are. And this is a fantastic tool to simplify and clarify your dream and to give you an execution step by step to make it happen. So if you're in the Master's Program and you haven't yet attended a Dream Master, I encourage you to attend a Dream Master retreat. You can go to our website below to find out where the next Dream Master retreat is. Secondly, if you haven't yet participated in the Master's Program or the Master's Program for Women, I strongly encourage you. In the Master's Program, you're going to find your collaborators and your dream champions. You may find that there are dreams that have been lying dormant. There are dreams that have not yet even been activated or ignited in your life. But when you get around the right network and tribe of people, you'll find that life and inspiration will be breathed upon your dreams, and they will no longer be a fantasy. They'll become a reality.